Okay, so ignore that this says hello sweet cheeks and it has a water slide decal on it that I didn't like. Ignore all that. Just pretend it's a blank piece of wood and we're gonna put this on over it. So I am just gonna cut it roughly to where I need it to be. Because you guys know me, I don't measure. Oh, for the love. I didn't bring any scissors over, but we're just gonna rip it. I just wanted to hop on real quick. I thought I was somewhat prepared, but apparently not. Okay, so let's get out our good old Mod Podge. Mod Podge is our friend. Okay. Hopefully I've got that out of the way. Or got that in your view. Sorry. Text came up there and distracted me. Okay. So I've got some Mod Podge out. And, oh, that brush is a little stiff. Oh well, we're gonna go with it. It'll be fine for this application. So we just basically want a nice, even coat. Definitely want to go all the way to the edges. Hey, Tammy Callahan. And all the way around, touch every part of it, because you definitely want the Mod Podge to be everywhere on there. You don't want too much on there. I feel like I have plenty at this point. Wish this paintbrush, oh shoot, and I got a low battery. Well, how about that? Okay, we got 20%, we got time. All right, and this is the piece I'm gonna use. And I'm just gonna lay it on there. Let's see, let me put it this way so that, glad to see me again. Good, Deborah. I figure you guys are getting tired of me by now. I'm trying to figure out, do I need this? There. Need it further away. Okay. So this is a small one, so this is pretty easy. You just, you know, lay it on there and smooth it out. Make sure you've got it where you want it. Like if somebody's last name was Fraser, or Fraser, I don't know how they say that exactly, then this would be cool for them. Okay, now this is real tissue paper. This is not the dryer sheet tissue paper. So you have to be more gentle with it. And I think that's pretty much it. Shoot. Courtney, if you get a second, if you could come out here and give me my heat gun, that would be great. I think that's pretty level, which, I mean, there's no moving it now anyway. It's pretty crooked actually, but, or the board is, it could go either way. But, ooh, I could take that up yet. Let's try to make it a little bit better. Or we'll ruin it, one or the other. This you could not do with the 10-pound tissue paper for sure. Okay. Just trying to keep it wrinkle free. And there's more than one way to do this. You can even do this with the iron method, which I just don't enjoy having to have the iron to do this. You know, like your iron that you do your clothes with. I've always done it this way, and I've always had good results. So it's kind of one of those don't fix it if it ain't broke. But now that I say that, it'll probably screw up. So anywho, let's dry this a little bit. Okay, so we have, here's how we have it. I guess I could turn around because I don't have to see it. Or I don't have to read it, but I think it's still crooked, but I should have had a grid underneath me to help. But and honestly, if you're doing this, I would wait until the Mod Podge is dry. It'll be a lot easier. See, we're getting kind of, and this isn't a bad look. I kind of like this look, honestly. But it's kind of more of a torn look on the side, which I think that's pretty similar to what it looks like anyway. But you definitely want to be careful because it is wet and you can tear it. That, I really shouldn't go sideways, but I couldn't help myself. So trying to get, there we go. If I can hang it over the edge, it's a lot easier. I hope you guys are able to see that. Okay, and then this top side. Okay, I think that's good enough. So that is how that looks now, crooked and all. But I wouldn't have been able to wait to try them either. Yeah, I don't have a lot of patience sometimes. And I would ideally like that bottom layer to dry a little bit more, but I honestly don't hardly ever wait. And then we just seal it again. So this is just a real quick abbreviated version of how to do it. But like I said, I got in all those papers today. It's like, some people aren't sure what to do with these, so. Okay, so now I'm gonna set it aside to dry and we'll work on another one real quick. And hopefully this one will look more dry when we come back to it. I brought out, luckily I found a board that was already, that I had already painted a long time ago. A sign board. And let's see, I think, okay, I brought this one out to use on here. Okay, it's gotta be this way. And this isn't something I would probably do. I would probably be more likely to put this on furniture, but this could also be a really cute, kind of like if you had a shelf on the wall and you needed something tall, like a background piece for layering. This would look nice in the back. But this is one of our new papers. Whoops, I'm making a heck of a racket. And I will show you this real quick too. I'm not using it today, but don't overlook these little wooden pieces at the thrift stores. This will be a cute little sign. Plop it in an easel. It should be adorable. So anyway, I just had to get that out of my way. Alrighty then. Let's get this put on here. So we're going to do the same thing we did before, but this is a bigger piece, obviously. Probably going to need more Mod Podge this time too. Bye, Greg. Get out of here. Okay, he's just yanking my chain. Don, you have a lot of the papers I showed today, but haven't used them yet. Yeah, oh my gosh, I have a stash of decoupage papers I haven't used too. Don't we all? Tell me I'm not alone. But then I get distracted by transfers and stencils and everything else. And I think I felt, I did decoupage the other day a little bit. Just those tin cans, I guess. That was just yesterday, right? So we are slathering this on. And I think I'm just going to go about this far and start laying it on. I would normally just do the whole thing. But let's see if this is any easier to show you guys this way, that you don't have to put the whole piece on at once. Okay. And I didn't cut this down to anywhere close to the size it's supposed to be, but that's okay. Let's see here. Yeah, I want the bingo card to show. Okay, so here at least I've got a straight line to play with. Okay, and now I'm just smoothing it out. I've got just a little bit of time to mess with that before it's not going to be moving. And I know a lot of people say that it's not possible to even do decoupage without wrinkles. This one might be one of those. But I don't normally have trouble with wrinkles, but I probably will since I say that. Okay. See how I'm doing under there? I forgot how far I went with my Mod Podge. Oops. Oh, that was close. I got to rubbing too hard and I just about ripped it. I swear I could feel it just about gave way. And you can also take, I didn't even grab any, some people use like a wadded up saran wrap and keep going over it. I just prefer to use my hands. I have used, ooh, is it wax paper? I think it's wax paper I've used on here before too. Or if you got transfers laying around, that slickery white paper works good too. Okay, just making sure it's all laying down. Obviously, the smaller pieces are easier. I love this paper though. This is just totally my jam. It's my colors, it's got numbers, got some letters. Okay, so I'm gonna lift this back up and hit it the rest of the way. Oh, did I miss a comment? Sorry if I am missing you guys. Can you use wax paper? Yes. Did I not say wax paper? And I maybe, you probably posted that before I saw it, but I said wax paper. What's the other one that's just like it that's escaping my mind right now? It's not freezer paper. Parchment paper. Yeah, but I think freezer paper is slicker. Good grief. Yeah, whatever we were just talking about is slicker. Losing my words. Okay. So this should just about cover it now. Like I said, I've got on a healthy amount, but this board is very rough. So I definitely want to make sure I got it into all its little crevices. Just a little paintbrush, bristle. Okay, kind of want a nice even coat. Okay. And I think inevitably, I always somehow get crooked. So now I probably will have a wrinkle down here. But I'm just slightly off up there, if you can tell, but I think we can disguise that pretty easily, but wouldn't have to disguise it if I could get it on straight. Hey, oh, you love the paper, Michelle? Yes, I do too. Absolutely love it. I'm so excited to get this one. I have not had this one before. And I've been itching to play with it, so now I get to play with it. Okay. So that is how it's looking. And this one, with all this busyness going on, it really, you know, if you have some wrinkles, it wouldn't be the end of the world. 'Cause you're not going to be able to tell. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to sand this off, though I hate to. Let me see if I can get you guys. Does that get you closer? Yeah. I'm just going to try to gently take it off. I don't think I'm going to seal this one yet. I think I'll wait and let it dry some. I don't know why. I just have a feeling that's what it needs. So got a nice clean edge. now we've got a nice piece for, we could do some cute little bitty things. Oh, and see, that looks like a license. That's an old license plate in there. Pretty cool. If you really look at some of these tissue papers, the layers and layers of different things they have on there. I was gonna, oh, I do have some here. I'm gonna show you how to disguise it. Actually, it doesn't, you can't hardly tell. With the paint color that I used underneath here, you can't really even tell that I'm just like barely, not even worth mentioning, a little bit shy here. But if you had happened to screw up, ooh, a lot worse than that. Let me shake this up here. And you guys have probably seen me do this a million times. Let me get a paper towel so that I'm not soaking it. But I'm trying to see how to get on here where you guys can see the best. You can add this black to the edges. And of course now it doesn't want to come out. I know it's going to all come out at once. There we go. Don't know if that shows up on screen. Or maybe I can get it over here where you can see it better. Oh, that's the wrong side. Everything is backwards for me. I'm sorry. I'll get to that side next. But you know how I do my signs. This is just kind of the same thing. I always feel like they need a finished outline or something. Turn it around. And like I said, this will still need a coat. Okay. I think you can kind of tell in the picture where my black line stopped there and over here. So I'm just going to pick up and keep going with that. And you can make this line as thick or as thin as you want. You could take your little paint dabbers with black paint and do that, but I didn't happen to have any paints out today. Oops, now it's getting really thick. Or a lot came out. So I might want to thicken up it all just a little. Okay. All right. So this is just another, well, let me put it down so you can see. This is just another little board that I have painted to do a sign. And this is just to show you that the technique is pretty much the same thing. This is the dryer sheet one. So let's find something on here that we like. Oh, that says Laundry and Co. or Laundry and something. Not that I like laundry, but this could go in my laundry room possibly. Because I need to do something with my laundry room. There's like nothing exciting in my laundry room, that's for sure. Okay. I don't know what any of this means, so we're just gonna go with it. And I still didn't get any scissors out, so yeah, I'm gonna have to. I cannot tear that in anywhere close to a straight line. So sorry. Okay. Hopefully one of these pairs of scissors will cut worth a dang. And I'm not going to cut it perfectly. And actually that's something that would help. If you overlap, then you know you're not going to be short. Good, these do cut. But then you'll do this exact same way. You're going to put the Mod Podge below, Mod Podge above, and sand off the edges. So just showing you that they all work about the same. This is by far easier to handle, and you do not get wrinkles with it. And then people want to know, how do you know which one to use? For me, I just use whatever pattern I like and go for it. That is just as simple as that with me. Sorry, I'll scoot you guys back. Okay. So same thing again. Let's slap on some Mod Podge. Like I said, we did that video earlier today, and then I've been getting questions on how do you use it. So I said I'd just come in and do a quick little video. I do also have a 3-night workshop that really goes in depth with more of the different mediums you can use besides just tissue paper and besides just well, I guess that's tissue paper too. It's all, this is both tissue papers, just vastly different kinds. But so if you're interested in that, I do have a 3-day workshop that really goes into it a lot deeper. This is just an abbreviated version. Okay. All right, and now we're gonna lay our piece on. You see, I don't have to be near as careful with this one. It actually looks pretty good. And this has that fibered where I can feel the Mod Podge coming through. So just know that. Some people wear gloves. I just don't happen to be that kind of person. And I'm just going to use that to make sure it's all adhered. You can't do this with the other kind. You will tear it. Okay. That way, if I had any extra Mod Podge, I just squeegeed it out there. Now I'm going to put it on top, so I'm probably going to have to get a little more Mod Podge here. And I am probably doing this sloppier than I would if I was just sitting here by myself, but trying to keep it moving. And do you guys know that Prima's supposed to be here tomorrow? Not Prima. Doggone it. Fusion. Fusion Mineral Paint is supposed to be here sometime tomorrow before 7 p.m. So that'll be my day whenever that comes in. I've got a feeling that's gonna take the bulk of time because we don't know where we're gonna store, or we know where we're gonna store it, but don't know if it'll all fit. Yeah, crazy, crazy. And then the decoupage paper showed up out of nowhere today. Did you try the new, shoot, what's that say? The new Mod Podge. What new Mod Podge are you talking about, Jamie? I guess I don't know about a new Mod Podge. Do I? Remind me if I should know. Oh, and you do kind of want to keep your brush strokes going the same way. Otherwise, it looks like a hot mess. Okay. Okay, just making sure it's all down, covered up. Okay, that's drying pretty quick. This one I am for sure going to let it dry before I try to do this because it is thicker, it is tougher to get off. Because like I said, since it's not, make sure I got all my edges done really well. Because like I said, it is not just your average tissue paper, it is thicker. And knowing that I'm going to be sanding that, I mean, you always want to make sure your edges are down, but I'm just making doubly sure. Okay, so we will let that one dry. This one will also be cute on a shelf as background. See, I keep sticking my thumb under there. I think that's why I keep... Okay. Set it over there to dry.